There's this organization called SuperOffice that just completed a survey to find out what executives' top priorities are for the coming year. And for the first time ever, they made a really curious and quirky discovery. First time ever, the number one priority for executives is not about product and service quality type issues like they've been in the past. It's not pricing and margin issues and maximization as it has been in the recent past. The number one priority for executives this year is improving their customers' experience of working with them. So if you're in an organization and you're in charge of the customer experience, especially in a B2B organization with its complex value chains and multiple stakeholders, this topic can be really intimidating. And it could be even more intimidating if you read a recent report by McKinsey, which defined excellence in B2B customer experiences. According to McKinsey, an excellent B2B customer experience recognizes a customer across 7 different communication, sales, and interaction channels. So armed with that knowledge, you might be tempted to run straight to the IT department and kick off a very complex digital and technical transformation project meant to bring all of those 7 touch points together. And if you did so, you'd be running right by some much lower hanging fruit, what we call the fundamental B2B experience, customer experience problem. Because if you're in a multi-company where different divisions sell to the same customers, you are likely not coordinating your sales and relationship activities on behalf of that customer. In fact, your sales reps are probably quite literally passing each other in your client's parking lot or the Zoom waiting room, waving to each other on their way to make separate, disconnected presentations. Customers are really frustrated by this element of the B2B customer experience, and they love it when companies figure it out on their behalf. I know this because in 2003, Columbia Business School professor Larry Selden wrote a book called Angel Customers, Demon Customers, in which he studied the very few companies that organized their divisions around needs-based customer segments and coordinated on behalf of those customers according to their needs. He compared the financial performance of those companies against everybody else, the majority of companies who just give all their divisions a straight line to the shared customers and it's disconnected. And the results were dramatic. The financial performance from the companies that organized the relationship and the sales activities were much, much better. So customers love it. The numbers look really good when you do it. What's the problem? Well, it's totally an internal problem to the organization. Companies aren't organized to cooperate across divisions. The incentives, the metrics aren't aligned for rewarding divisions who cooperate. In fact, we've talked to divisional sales execs and executives who have been punished for cooperating across divisionally with customers. So that's why, to make this happen, the whole thing's got to be under the auspices of an above divisional executive, somebody who can incent the right behaviors and change the metrics and the compensation to reward this kind of collaboration. The other fundamental thing that has to happen is there needs to be this needs-based segmentation organizational construct that Larry Selden found in the companies that do the B2B customer experience right. You can do this in 1,000 different ways, but the divisions just have to agree on 4 or 5 different needs-based segments of their combined and shared customers. When this is in place, we've seen cooperation and brokering amongst divisions as to who leads in one particular segment and follows in another one and vice versa. So this works. The formula is an above divisional executive in charge of the whole thing, align metrics and compensation, and a needs-based segmentation approach to broker agreement amongst the divisions. If you will do this in your company, you will be making progress against a very basic and practical customer experience problem in B2B. And likely your competitors are going to be mired in a technological and digital transformation project that's going to keep them from making progress. Oh, you're going to have to do that too later. But the great news is, by fixing this problem, you're going to be creating a blueprint for your ultimate digital and technical transformation later. But that will be the subject of another curious and quirky talk. For now,